So what's the 2020 vision for top CEOs in the consumer? We're here with Cowen on the road at the ICR conference. We'll give you an inside view as we interview the top CEOs for their top priorities, top risk, as well as how they view the consumer in 2020. Join me, it's Oliver Chen, Cowen's retail and luxury analyst. I'm thrilled to be here with Chris Rondeau. He's the CEO of Planet Fitness. So Chris, what are your key priorities and key risk as we look at 2020?
Sure, yeah. Key priorities. We have a saying in the office called remember the member in everything we do. And as long as we keep the members' best interests in mind, we'll always make the right decisions. As far as key risks, and it's always been there for us, Oliver, is that the larger we get, with 2,000 stores now, we broke it in December 31st, is as we get larger, that the culture and the brand doesn't get diluted.
Probably the number one priority for us is to continue to build the Boot Barn brand and continue to try to get more traffic, more customers, both to our retail stores and to our digital store.
Number one is our mobile technology. We've been working last year on increasing the speed of our website on mobile, and we'll double down on that again this year. Additionally, we're going to look at ease of checkout this year to give the consumer more options.
Well, the priority for us at Vince is still to make sure the product exceeds everybody's expectations. That was our calling card when the company was founded.
What are some of the risks you're looking out for?
Well, the risks continue to be some of the uncertainty around the world, some of the disruption that's happening. Certainly the tariffs were something that were a big distraction in 2019, but we think we have that under control now with the way we've negotiated prices and repriced our merchandise. So hopefully those won't reoccur in 2020.
In terms of risk, most of the risk that we see coming forward is almost all external. I think we're executing well. We've gotten some new exclusive brands launched, which had some inherent risk, but seems to be having some early traction, so we feel good about getting over that hurdle. So strength of the economy, unemployment, change in administration, those are the kinds of things that we're worrying about.
What is FAIR for people who've never heard about it?
So FAIR is an online marketplace, and it connects unique brands with local offline retailers.
Lauren, what are your thoughts about balancing sales and profitability?
We really think you can do both. So we're driving sales in a meaningful way as we become more important to both sides of the marketplace, the retail side and the brand side. But we've already achieved positive contribution margin status, and we'll continue to grow that as we move through 2020.
Profitability for the franchisees is first and foremost. And if we can make sure we manage that correctly, the growth will come on its own. And we've seen that. We've had almost over 12 years of positive comps, averaging 12%. And the way our model works is very fixed cost. So as our same-store sales continues to scale, the profitability to the franchisees is just keeps growing exponentially, and the growth is what you've seen. We opened a record 261 stores in 2019, on top of a record 230 openings in 2018.
We design our own products and sell them through our own stores at about a third of the price of what you'd expect from a traditional optometrist. When you've got a product that's a third of the price of the competition and you've got passionate people in a modern retail experience, people when they come in tend to tell other people about it. So we've been able to grow with very little marketing investment.
I think that would be a priority for us, is getting our operating margin up. I mean, we know we have a ways to go when we see other brands and what best practice is. So obviously we're going to focus on driving the top line, but it has to be done more profitably, and we think we have some low-hanging fruit to get that done over the next couple of years.
We're looking at being able to get out in front of marketplaces and be on other marketplaces, also having other brands on our marketplace in order to grow our top line. However, you can't do that without looking at what's happening on your bottom line. And bottom line for us, the health of the company is always key. Someone that's very smart once told me, sales are vanity, profits are sanity.
For those who are less familiar with Glam Squad, it's an on-demand service, but could you tell us a little bit about what it is?
Sure. So we offer hair, makeup, and nails delivered to you anywhere, anytime.
How would you rate the overall consumer, the health of your consumer, on a scale of 1 to 10?
I think our consumer is really at an 8 right now. I think the beauty industry is in a unique position. The lipstick effect, they call it, whereby the consumers seem to be less sensitive about expenditures on things that make them feel good and look good. So we're in a pretty good situation.
Yeah, I think for our model, because we're low cost, entry level memberships at $10 per month. I think it's a strong 8 or 9.
I'd probably say 9. Our customer is a traditional blue-collar worker, and with unemployment being effectively at an all-time low, they're pretty darn healthy. So it's working in our favor right now.
In Canada, we're offering something different to what the consumer has, and we're at the kind of more value end because we make our own products and sell them through our own stores. So Chris and I would rate it at a 7.5 to an 8. It's a strong consumer, and they're really responding well to the product that we're providing at our price point.
I think we see from the consumer shopping in our stores is super healthy. So I would say 9.5.
Give them an 8 today. I think the consumer still frugal. Our customer is spending on tech, they're spending on experience. When it comes to clothing, they're really looking for that quality value relationship. So I think they're feeling good and they've got money to spend, but they're still a bit frugal.
I would say the consumer's at an 8 or a 9. She's out there spending. She might be spending in different places, and that's part of the changes we made at Vince is to make sure we're where she is spending.
Thanks for joining us for Cowen on the Road at the ICR conference. What we discovered here is the consumer's in a good spot. Profitability, purpose, sustainability, mobile is the new mall, Generation Z, all hot topics. It's Oliver Chen, Cowen's retail and luxury analyst.